Um, I'm so full right now because God has given me a vision of something that comes true. You know, I've shared this with several other guys throughout the LA church, being an elder in the church, and share my life a lot with a lot of other elders in the church. And when I shared about the mighty men of God, they said, man, this is golden. To tap into a resource like this, of people who retire and come back into the church to serve this way, they say it's incredible. And guess what? They ready to serve, guys, and they don't cost nothing. And I want to make this quick because we only have so much time. I told Ruben we'd be through before 12. I'm going to go until 1 minute to 12, so make sure that I finish before 12 o'clock, Ruben. But first things first, I want our wives to stand. These are the wives of the mighty men of God. This is incredible, guys, because on the end here we have Sarah East, my wife. You know what she got to put up with. We have Linda Sosa, Nessa's wife. We have Nicole Robinson, Vince's wife. We have Debbie Drosty, Peter's wife. We got Jasmine Tonate, which is Joel's wife. And I will come and give you a hug because I know what you went through to get here. Guys, I just don't know. These are some incredible women of God. I'm telling you, John and Gail Gould has served in this church for years. And when you see them now and look at the light in their eyes, you can't wait to retire now, right? But thank you, Gail. This is Gail Gould, John's wife. She means so much to us. Guys, these are the mighty women of God. You know, in Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 7, I'm glad everybody's up here with me because I told you I'm going to be here until 1 minute to 12, so if you jump the gun, it's not my fault. Because in this passage, these guys have shared so much great stuff of their lives. And the question was, and still is, you know, why do I do what I do? And the thing is, to be a mighty man of God, I thought about it as these guys, you know, when I chose my name, Benaniah, it's because he was a guy who jumped in the pit on a snowy day and killed a lion. Most people would say, you know, I got grandsons. They would say, Grandpa, you're a superhero. But no, I'm not a superhero. I just knew what Benaniah had to go through with that lion in the pit. Think about it. A lion inside of a pit. It's nothing more he could do. But if he got out of that pit, he could cause a lot of damage. And so I chose that name because I understand that. I understand the life of people. To try to deal with stuff quickly before the lion get out the pit. And so I would hope that in some way Dick G and myself will be able to deal with a lot of the stuff before the lion get out the pit. But you know, the thing that these brothers talked about today was three things that came to my heart. Was faith, hope, and love. This identifies the men of God that you see down with you for your church here today. This is what we want to be about. Faith, hope, and love. This is what we want to be about. To the sisters who has lost hope for their non-disciple husbands because they have no Christian relationships, these are the relationships they can have to give them hope, to give you hope. We are here to increase the faith of the youth in the single ministry by offering life experience and advice and mentorship. These are the men who you should go to. They are the ones ready to increase your faith. We are here with love to share because God has given us so much to share throughout the lives that we have lived. We want to love the ones that need it because there's some out there that don't need it. But the ones that do, we want to share it because we have so much love to give, so much to offer. Love for the lost. These men study the Bible with men during times when no one else will because it's 9 a.m. in the morning and most of you guys at work. But that's what we want to do. We want to have the hope that this church needs and old people can give it to them. We want to have the faith that most of us need, and we want to encourage you by standing firm and faithful throughout the years. We want to be here to the end. One of the men that would have been in that group was Gene. You all know him. He wouldn't have been in our group, but he stayed to the end, faithful to the end. And that's what we want to do for you. One of the men who stay faithful to the end, mighty men of God. Great example for the church. We want to be men of love, to love you and to love your children. That's something huge. Because I tell you, when people love your children, you know that they love you. And we want to love that way. So church, I want to encourage you. If you're visiting with us today, hey, we got some mighty men of God. If you're studying the Bible, guys, give us a call. If you're here for the first time, don't make it the first time. Come back again. But guys, enjoy the picnic today because the mighty man of God is in your church. Amen? Amen, guys. I want to introduce you to the mighty man of God. Awesome. We're going to have one more closing song, and then you guys can get some autographs as you want to.
Amen. Well, let's all rise and join in our final song, Our God, He is Alive. Ready? There is beyond the azure blue a God concealed from human sight. He tinted skies with heavenly hue and framed the world with his great might. There is a God, he is alive, in him we live and we survive. From dust our God created man, he is our God, the great I am. There was a long, long time ago a God whose voice the prophets heard. He is the God that we should know, who speaks from his inspired word. Come on, church. There is a God. He is alive. In him we live and we survive. From dust our God created man. Here is our God, the great I am. Our God who shone upon a tree, alive. was willing there to give, that he from sin might set man free, and evermore with him could live. There is a God, he is alive, in him we live and we survive. From dust our God created man. He is our God, the great I am. There is a God. He is alive. In him we live and we survive. From dust our God created man. He is our God, the great I am. Amen. Well done. We love you. Enjoy your picnic.